Laid back, nigga, I'm laid back, laid back, 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 laid back.
So we're here, 4-5 Radio.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We got a packed house. We need everyone to introduce themselves.
Bruce, Thomas, Vic, boy Kobe here.
All right, so who's who? Who does what?
Bruce, I just fucking like rap, party, and just do shit to get shit done.
Mm-hmm.
I rap too.
I just promote, you know.
Same. I'm part of the promotion team. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get the word out to everyone.
So like, I feel like I know all of y'all from somewhere.
L.A.
Oh, so y'all all hoop at L.A.
Yeah.
Do you hoop too?
I just pull up there.
I see you. I've seen you both of y'all.
All right. So familiar faces for sure. So where did this start? Where did this come from? Like I feel like it's such a.
It's just random, right? Like it just popped out of nowhere.
It popped out of nowhere, but it popped out of nowhere in a great way because it's a sound that
it's like original.
Yes, like I feel like it's something we needed.
Right.
Like, there's a lot of original sounds coming. Like Connecticut is in a great spot right now, but your sound's different. Like it caught my eye. Like the first video that dropped, it was
BGH.
Yeah.
Beyonce got halitosis.
Oh, you gonna tell the name? Damn.
That was it. It was just
exclusive.
Yeah, it's exclusive shit. Like same thing with like Chad. Like Sierra had a dick. Like
exclusive.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Exclusive.
You know what I'm saying?
So what's Sasha?
Oh no, that
means absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. All right.
But now, like it just all started like because me and him had a conversation like in like May. He was like, yo, bro, we got to do something, make music or something, because it's like, you know how we were just already popular around our area and shit, but we wasn't doing anything for it, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, yo, let's do something that can like help us and benefit us down the line, because all people knew us for was just partying. We'll be at Central, we'll be at Southern, we'll be at Eastern, just drinking and just networking though. That's why I feel like it helped us in a way where like, if the music wasn't good or wasn't bad, people will automatically fuck with it because they fuck with us in general. Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So that played on our part real good like that. You know what I'm saying?
So what was the first song that was recorded?
BGH.
So like that was the first one, and then you dropped it, and then that was it. Just took off like that.
Yeah, pretty much. We was like, the reception was so good because it was like, damn, motherfuckers didn't even expect that shit to even be like that, you know what I mean? So
like the thing is, like I feel like it's calculated. I feel like you're sitting there like planning everything out step by step. Is that how it's going?
We definitely do. Like we try to be at least like 3 steps ahead of what our last project was. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it just looks so thorough. I'm like, there's no way like they just made music, dropped it, and then it is what it is. Like everything was so clean as far as like the sound, the video.
Shout out to Steven, you know what I'm saying?
Good job.
Yeah, everything was just so well put together. I'm like, how is this happening? Like, why haven't I heard of them? Like, so it was just too random. So I had to ask around, and then I think Demi was the one that had most of the answers for me.
Oh yeah, cause we all knew back Demi from high school and shit like that. 9K.
So where are y'all from?
New Britain.
All of you from New Britain?
I'm from Newington.
Newington right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we met up with these niggas. I met up with these niggas like playing basketball at Wallace. You know what I'm saying? Me and him was busting his ass, and like that like it's crazy because I haven't seen them niggas since the summer, and then it was Chipotle. Me and this nigga worked at Chipotle. You feel me? Fucking sucked.
Shout out for the free.
And then these niggas used to just come. They used to come all the time talking about free food. He was like, "Yo, we got you, free food, we got you." They just come from LA. And then when I started at Central, we met at a party. We was like, "Yo, I remember you," blah blah blah. And then from there, we was like, every week. You know what I'm saying?
And we're like 3 years too late though. We should have been doing this shit like 3 years ago.
Yeah, but I mean, better late than never.
How old are y'all?
I'm 20.
21.
22.
20. That's so young.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like, it's weird because it's like we all are part of a bigger group, like FCP. It's like a whole, like it's like 12 of us deep.
It's a gang.
You know, that's a game we always roll with every weekend. So it's like it'll be like three cars deep, and like we going somewhere. It just fucking shit up.
Getting lit.
So we just lit ass dudes just said fuck it.
So as far as the music, where does the inspiration come from?
Inspired, I mean, shit, Pharrell, Kanye, like a lot of old school artists that I feel like our sound is based out of. Like, even though I feel like BGH was kind of like a basic Pierre Bourne, like it wasn't too original, but when we did Chad, it was more like a inspired by like clips and shit like that, like old school hard shit, you know what I mean? So that's pretty much where I got my inspiration from.
Yeah, I just like to keep it simple. The easier it is, the better. That's what I say. Cat, hat, bat. Real simple.
Now, I'm like, when I listen to music, I always try to find like, okay, like who are they inspired by? Like, so the names you're giving me, that definitely makes sense. Now, as far as inspiration, like I feel like that can only take you so far because, like I feel like you have an original sound.
Yeah.
So, and you can only take inspiration from so much. Yeah.
And it's just like
before, like you start doing your own thing.
Shit, right? And it's just like I'm not only into like hip hop. I listen to like a variety of music, like heavy metal, fucking alternative rock, and shit like that. Like my favorite band is Smash Mouth. Like, you know who they are?
I heard of it, never listened to it.
You know what I'm saying? Like them, and like it's just, I feel like if you to be different or just to have like original sound, you just have to listen to a different amount of music. Because if you listen to rap all the time, you can only be so different because all you know is rap. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just blessed enough to like know like different type of music and shit like that. Especially like my mom and my dad played instruments back then, so it's like it always groomed me into like
instilled to you.
Yeah, pretty much like that.
Well, I mean, the thing is now, rap and hip hop in general, like there's so many subgenres. Like you got Uzi,
Right.
like Uzi got.
I mean, you could consider Uzi a rock star though. Like,
exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like he has like rock rap and
Playboy Cardi, same thing.
Yeah, like so there's so many different avenues you could travel down with a whole different sound and still be unique.
Right.
So no, that's good to hear that you do listen to other stuff and you can incorporate that into the music that you make.
Right.
So what's next for you as far as, do you know what direction you want to go in, or is that something you're just planning on now?
We are borderline, like we know where we're heading. We're just trying to like implement it the best way possible. Like, you know, we got Sasha right there.
We doing features.
Right.
We got some features coming
try
up.
to do that too, yeah.
We're gonna try some of those.
So I feel like, and that's another thing that helped us too, is like, since we didn't really know anything or really know, like, we were just new to the scene, that's why we put Demi, because it was like, all right, Demi, he's known for rapping and stuff like that. So it's like, and we aren't. So he's like, we put him on there, it almost made it seem like it was like an actual song, you feel me? Like that.
No, because the thing with Demi is I always hear him on Bean and Bear shit,
Right.
which is great. I love their shit.
Right too, yeah.
But then to
Sound
hear
like
them
it.
on a Shump beat, I'm not saying it's left because like
It's different. I had,
because
when I tell you,
Demi can rap.
he can.
So so for him to get on that and then I hear like everyone together, like it just made perfect sense to me.
Right.
So that song's beautiful, man. That
Thank you,
shit's
bro. 'Cause
crazy.
it was funny because we went to Shump's house, me and him, and we was like, yo, we just had to make something. And it's my boy Eric too. He's on that shit too. 860.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Eric.
I was supposed
That's
they
the
were
third
supposed-
verse, right?
Huh?
That's the third
that's-
No,
verse.
he's the hook. That's the hook.
I'm the last
he's
verse.
He's the last verse. And it was like, it could have been totally different
Colin.
too, because Mark was supposed to be
Jawan.
there that day to make a three producer collab, but he couldn't make it. So that's what we came out with. So who would have knew how that shit would have sounded if Mark came there?
God,
you
that
know what
guy
I'm saying?
can.
Right, wild creative. It's
Yeah,
crazy, right?
He goes stupid with it.
And then that's how Sasha, we was like, how can we make something different? Because to be honest, I'm not a dancer. Like I know Shump make beats for like getting light or not light, but like dumbing down and stuff like that. And that's like not me, because I can't do it. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
So it's like we wanted to sound like almost like throwback, but still have like a modern touch to it.
Nah, that's exactly how it sounds.
You know what I'm
So,
saying?
but whose idea was the skit? The skit in the middle.
Eric. Eric did it.
Shout out Eric.
We didn't know what we were gonna do. We just mad space. He went on the video.
He was like,
And he
yeah,
said,
he was like, oh, that shit hard right there, yeah.
So you guys already have the video recorded?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to see that. 'Cause I just want to see
For
what you
sure,
do for the skit. Like that
Yeah.
shit better be perfect, cause that's such an important part of the song, and it's so little, but that can go like. I always think about what can make it go, cause it has the beat. You guys got the verses with that skit. That makes it so much different.
Right.
And I can only think of the potential on Twitter, Instagram, stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
So I hope you paid attention to that video. And I hope you highlighted that. That's important.
Right. So like yeah, man. But right now is we're trying to like do other stuff other than music too.
Like what?
Like you know the questions. We were just doing that Black Friday. Just going up to people.
Shout out Will
Oh,
Star.
for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for like just to fill in space between our channel. Because you know, like when we dropped BGH, it was month 1, like in July. Then we dropped Chad in October, and Sasha's not coming out for a while. So we want something to fill in the spaces between that time drops.
Stay busy.
You know what I'm saying? Stay busy and keep it
Sure.
active. And I found out, and we just did that shit. And it's gonna be funny as fuck. Niggas is crazy.
So what else are you guys into other than music? Because I feel like it's deeper than that now. Just from the way
man.
you're talking.
Like we just like a brotherhood, man. We just do everything. Like we pretty much do everything.
We've always
to-
been doing this.
Yeah,
Just
you know what I'm saying?
Recording it now.
Yeah, pretty much. Like we've been doing it. Like now we're just coming into like fruition. Like it's crazy as fuck.
So what would you say you guys are missing, or something that you would like to do better or work on more?
A movie. We need a short film.
Yeah. Like low key, we was thinking about that shit too. Like not now, but like something in the back of our heads is like, yo, if we could do like a short film, because a lot of people don't really do that because it's like I feel like they think it's hard or some shit like that.
It is hard, but
If you do it right,
Yeah.
that shit is like really nice. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we're a whole bunch of creatives and comedians and shit like that, good natured ass dudes, and people like it. And that's the one thing with us where I feel like that separates us. We're likable people. Like we're not cocky. We're always humble, and people just gravitate towards us every time they see us. You know what I'm saying? Always smiles on their faces and shit.
Shout out Central.
Right, South Central.
so what's the goal? Like if you had to list out like your next goal, like this is what we want to do. What's the next step in the master plan you got written up?
Next step in master plan is perform. You know?
Yes, sir. Catch us on stage.
Yeah, do that.
I feel like that's the hardest part, like around here. Just
Yeah.
well, not performing,
not-
but getting a significant performance.
Right. Nothing like with 3 people in the background and like
Yeah.
that shit. Nah, work harder. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing about that is people will pay to play. Like they'll open up for someone at Oakdale or someone
Yeah.
at Toads. And
The reception is
so
really-
what would you guys do to make the most of that? Because I think a lot of people, they just go up there, they perform their song, and that's it.
Oh, first of all, we're gonna be
We
popular.
want our own show. We gonna get the venue ourselves.
Yeah.
Get some people. Get a bunch of people around. Then we gonna have the longest set, of course. But we gotta do it.
Nah, that's the way to think.
Right.
Honestly, that's the way to think. Do it yourself.
And it's
Because
just like how our whole mental or how we think about shit is like, especially with like our music. When we do our videos, we just have people we know just come in the video, like our friends and all that shit. Because like at the end of the day, if the video blows, they see themselves in the video,
and they're going to push it.
they gonna push
Yeah.
it. So it's like it's premeditated pushing it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just 2 of us, it's like nah, we gonna have the whole family out here. You
We
know what
say
I'm
the
saying?
same shit.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that's why it's dope and people like it. They be like, oh wow, I was in this video. Look at me. Because when you ask someone to be in a video, 9 times out of 10 they go like, sure, why not? What do I
Yeah.
do? You know what I'm saying? Just be yourself.
Be yourself. Thank
Make
you.
that be yourself. Shit like that, bro.
That's super smart because we think the same way. Like, if you get someone to participate, then that's
4 or 5.
just like we'll get someone like to model our merch.
Yeah.
That way, boom, they're gonna promote it.
Promote
Off rip.
off rip. You know what I'm
And
saying?
then, like, even if they're not like, so the next drop, even if
Right.
they're not in it, like they just fuck with us off the strength. Now they're gonna
Right.
promote it. So it's a chain reaction.
That's why I feel like, especially with music, it's more than just the music itself. It's just like it's like a business, you know? You gotta have a
It is.
business plan and all that other shit. And that's why I feel like what we're doing is so good because all our majors in school was business. Like I did marketing,
Don't look at me. I'm a computer science
Communication.
major.
communication, you know what I'm saying? Like
Minor in communications.
so it's like
What you do in trade school?
But you know what I'm saying? That plays a big role, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like a lot of people in Connecticut don't know how to market themselves. Like, I feel like they don't really know how to make their best out of them, you know? And another thing is, like, I feel when we're making our music, we always think to ourselves, can this be played on a radio? Can it be played somewhere? You know, instead of just like, it's just like noise. Because I feel like a lot of people just be making music just to be making music, and it's just noise. You know what I'm saying? So like, like, let's be real though. I'm being dead ass though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you like just make music just to like,
Shout out Lil Genie.
You know what I'm saying?
Who's that?
No,
he's part of it. Shout out G. FCP too.
Yeah, we're boys. But you know, if people really think with their music and be like, yo, and just, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, right?
No, I know what you're saying, because people make music with no purpose.
No purpose, right?
So,
for the hell of it. And literally, every time we make a song,
That's cool too.
I mean, no. Like, every time we make music, we always think, all right, how are we going to do this? How are we going to execute this? How are we going to, like, you know what I'm saying? How can each be better than the next? Because that's what we like to do. Like, we want every song we make to be better than the last. You know what I'm saying? Because right now we think BJ's is garbage compared to what we got now.
it's not garbage. It's just
it's the first time.
Yeah, it was the first time. So,
you learn from your first time,
right?
And now you're gonna apply it to your second time,
right?
And then your third time. Like, yeah, of course you're always gonna get better. That's progression. So where did this way of thinking come from? Because just hearing you guys talk, like I said in the beginning, like everything's so calculated, everything's so well thought out. You had study or look into something else to made you think this way. Because it's a rare way of thinking. Like, not, you said it yourself. A lot of people are just making noise.
We've just been doing this, honestly.
Nah, I just feel like, you know,
it's life. I feel like you see others doing it, you're gonna take the best from what someone else is doing.
You gotta pay attention. I just feel like just paying attention and really like think.
Exactly,
You gotta think. A lot of people don't think, especially in the generation. No one thinks. Like, they just do shit and just don't have no thought on what they're doing. And like what we're doing, because we want to be successful with this, you know what I'm saying? Because no one wants to work a 9 to 5 the rest of their life. So we just really taking it serious on each step, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like it's gonna be real interesting in the next couple months and shit like that.
And I love hearing that.
You know what I mean?
It's definitely a breath of fresh air just to hear that, because a lot of people don't think that way.
You know what I'm saying?
But with all the positives, there's always negatives.
Oh, yeah, we know.
So you said you're a big group, right? You said about 12 people.
Yeah.
So what if one of you gets something going? Like, what happens with the rest of you?
Oh shit!
Like, is that stuff you guys think about?
Are you thinking that far down the line? Because I was supposed to.
Perfect.
Nah,
promotion. Cloud.
Because I was supposed to move to Texas with my mom, and I just said, like, nah. I feel like where we at right now, it's like in a good situation. Even though I know if I go to Texas and put the music out there, it's still gonna be good, because you know Texas is a friendly state with local music, so it could have been better for both worlds. So I mean, that's still in the works right there too. You know, branching off.
You and CT with the gang, come on now.
And then we got our other homeboy in Tampa.
Shout out Sam.
You know what I'm saying?
TM.
Doing his shit there too. So just branching over, man. And I feel networking is another important thing with music too. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know at that. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. I can tell you that much. So as far as networking, what steps do you take to network and reach out to people?
Oh, I go up to any and everybody.
How do you go about choosing
we
who
do
to reach
hard
out to?
canvassing. Hard canvassing. And it's funny. Yeah, right. It's funny because our other job, me and him, we worked at Weed Man Lawn Care. So pretty much like we will literally go through the trenches, knock on people's doors, boom, boom, boom. Hey, how you doing?
Zero weather too.
Right. Hey, how you doing? My name is Kaylin. I work for Weed Man Lawn Care. Would you be interested in a free quote and estimate? And they're either going to be like, yes, or they're going to slam the door in my face. So you mean
With snow on the ground.
with snow on the ground, not giving no fucks. So I feel like that just helped us too, just going up to people, approaching people, and like, you know, because at the end of the day, not everyone's going to like what you do, you know. So you shouldn't really dwell on what people say. Right. On to the next. Fuck it. If you like it, that's nice. If you don't, fuck it.
So, I think with all the songs you've released so far, they've been well received.
Yeah.
So what if that next one's the dud? I don't know, because when I move, I try to think, okay,
It will hurt.
Oh yeah,
It's gonna hurt a little bit.
Oh yeah, it would be like damn,
But I doubt it.
It's like taking 3 steps forward and taking 4 steps back. If someone says that, it's like
We making another one that day. We making another one that day.
Yeah.
Making 2
I
that
know what
day.
you mean,
Making
though,
2 that day.
like, yeah, because like what you guys have been doing is building off what has hit.
right.
Yes, sir.
So if something misses, like how you gonna build off a miss? You know? 'Cause
Yeah.
that's happened to us. Like
Group
we've had to
FaceTime
do
call,
that.
and we're making
I mean,
another
no,
song
but
that's.
I feel like
no.
you guys have such a great way of thinking that I think a miss would be better than a hit.
It would, because I
Probably.
mean, we go back to the drawing board.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
then
saying?
you come back,
Back
just
harder.
2 times harder.
And it's weird though. It's funny how you said that though, because every song we drop, we send it to people. Like these niggas heard BGH, if we heard Chad before the video, or anybody else heard it, and we just listening or looking at text like, oh, they said, oh, this shit hot. Oh, this shit hard. Oh, I like this. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You know, and I feel like our role was
That ass leaked this shit.
Once.
I sent like 30 people airdropping that shit.
right. Do. But no,
Concerts,
like
all
it's
that.
so it's just the way we at right now is just so weird. Like we took a different approach instead of like the typical like SoundCloud. Just drop a song on SoundCloud. We was like, yo, let's do a video and do that, because if you can make it on YouTube, it's so
You can
much
do it,
more
honestly.
harder,
Instagram too, though.
and it's so much more harder to do on YouTube than on SoundCloud. So he was like, yo, let's do that, and pretty much everyone. It's like in school. It's like
We made it harder to reach. Like niggas have to stop what they're doing, go on YouTube.com and type in it and listen
Put
to
that
it.
link in
versus-
bio.
and they'll do it though. You know what I'm
versus
saying?
Pausing
that's
the phone
the-
on SoundCloud.
And I feel like it's different though, because we just drop videos instead of links on SoundCloud or like Apple Music. You know what I'm saying? Because people like what they see instead of a sound. It's like when you're in school, teachers teaching you math, you're not really gonna pay attention. But if they show it, and you're gonna pay attention more like that. You know what I mean? So like, that's what.
College is a scam.
So that's what we did, yo. And it's like, and I feel like what really kept me going, inspired me to really keep it going, was when we went to the tailgate. It was like the week BJ's dropped. We went to the tailgate at fucking Xfinity, and motherfuckers was really coming up to us like, I had no idea who the fuck they were. They were like, yo, I liked your video. Yo, your video is nice. And I'm like, shit.
Shout out.
All right. No, shit. We gonna keep it going then and see how this is.
Damn, I just had something.
I mean,
Shout out 4 or 5.
Shout out 4 or 5 for sure. Those
Yeah,
guys
shit.
are tough. Damn, I had a great question for you. What the fuck? Oh, okay. So you guys dropping the video first. It
Yeah.
reminded me of like, remember all the songs back in the day. They would premiere a video on BET first,
yeah.
and then you start hearing it on the radio.
Damn, I didn't even think about that. That shit like,
So that's what it reminded me of, because you see the video and then you can't go get the audio. You just gotta
Right.
keep watching the
Video
video
over and over again.
until
Right.
it drops.
Right.
So then once it dropped, they're like, okay, bet I got
Got
it.
it. Right. You know
like
what I'm
that on SoundCloud, staying there.
Yup.
So it just makes people want it more, if anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I don't
Shout
know.
out 4 or 5.
I love that.
Shout out BET.
R.I.P. BET.
Right.
Wave
I
tape.
know, you-
Apple Music.
Kevon.
So
Tsunami.
for Connecticut,
Jenkins.
what are there any artists you would like to work with? Or any artists that have a sound you appreciate? I'm trying to spread the unity.
The-
You know what
So
I'm
let me
saying?
hear it.
Shout out Torres. He's doing his thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
shout out my nigga
Christian.
Torres.
Yeah, Chris is
You already
doing
know
it.
we rocking with 9K and shit like that.
Shout out
That's,
Bennett.
That's
You know
family
what I'm
up there, man.
Bennett.
Oh,
Yeah,
Bennett.
Bennett. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Peso.
Yup, peso.
Peso dollars. Shout out you.
Aki.
Yeah.
He up next too.
Man. And that's pretty much who
There's a
we-
whole bunch. There's a whole bunch.
a lot of
Lil
Fuck with
Genie.
us. We fuck with
You know,
him.
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Connecticut with music and shit, like, is really going in a good
Juwan
direction.
Ursel doing his thing too. Him and Cohen Magnan. They doing some good music out here.
But yeah, like, you know, I feel like Connecticut is like, it's so, but at the end of the day, like, it's so hard for Connecticut because it's like we're not a music friendly state. You feel me?
Right.
Like whereas you got like Georgia and like Texas or anything in the fucking South. It's like, it's so crazy. It's like people out there you never heard of living off their state, doing performances and shit like that. But when you in Connecticut, you hear a nigga perform in Connecticut. You like, man, fuck that. I'm not paying to see him. Nah, ain't happening. I'd rather do
Guilty.
something else. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like it's weird.
We're here to change
I feel
that.
like I feel like it's starting to change. Like it's definitely in the same spot right now. Like people don't appreciate what they have in front of them.
Right.
And I remember Gates. He went to Atlanta. He said, yeah, like all they play is local artists on
that's
the radio.
You can see it in their videos. Like shit. What was Gunna was in with that?
Yeah, Gunna was in with that
before he even blew up. So it's like people was just there. Like niggas from Atlanta was just always just there until they get their turn up.
And there's so many like producers that came out of Connecticut that I had no idea.
This
like
year alone.
Kenny Beats. Kenny Beats is from Connecticut, and he's worked with everybody that's been popping this year. And
working.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's also said he doesn't like saying he's from Connecticut.
Yo,
and
a lot of people really don't
like
Andre Drummond ass nigga.
CT.
Yeah,
like people really don't like claiming CT. I don't know. Like Connecticut is fun and it's cool. But I feel like it's like a retirement state. Like once you all retire,
Connecticut.
Yeah, it's like
once
you
go
going south,
no,
going to Florida.
Like if you like retired, like you know, you can go to Greenwich or just relax.
Yeah.
You don't got to worry about shit.
Like Connecticut's wealth is carried by Greenwich. Like
Yeah,
Greenwich
no,
is
it
like
is.
a hedge fund county, so like that's cool. But people do not retire here. People retire and get down to Florida. Like that's where people go. But
Terrible drivers.
I just feel like if you're from Connecticut and you make it out,
People don't like to say it.
They don't look back.
They don't look back. They say, shit, it's so hard. It's like crabs in a bucket. Like, fuck.
yeah, but like there's so many talented people here. Like, why not come back and lift them up and like
You do that shit.
You could there's one person that's going to be that person where they build up Connecticut,
Right.
Because Connecticut is really important to music. Like
It is. But I feel like, all right, like we'll see, like all our music is from like New Britain. Like I'd rather work with a lot of people from New Britain, like build our city up, and instead of like other people from Connecticut. Not like being disrespectful, but like it's just like Atlanta. All right, everyone in Atlanta is building each other up. You're not gonna see someone from Cummings, Georgia, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're
it's
saying.
Like if you build if you build with your city, if you build with your city, you know, get our city on, then I feel like everything else would just fall into place. You know, instead of like a whole, it's like everyone in Georgia. You get what I'm saying? It's like
I understand what you're saying.
if you work with your city,
I just think Connecticut is so
small,
yeah,
so you can do it.
Yeah, like I feel like it's better to work throughout Connecticut than like cities, because that goes back to like 860 versus 203. Like
That's so dumb.
Like, what you mean?
Like,
yo, 860 bitches look good. you didn't see that? You didn't see that shit? 860 females versus the 203 ones?
Nah.
You didn't see that?
3 ones look good too.
Man, the 203 was chopped. I mean,
You bugging out. You bugging out.
No, I'm kidding. They was all right.
That's his
It's like,
opinion.
what's the point of that? Cause
Yeah, I know.
I know so many talented artists in the
And 203, right.
and I know
Facts.
so many talented
And it
artists
was
in
zero.
860.
You know what I mean?
So
I don't know. I just feel like that just, I don't even know where that stemmed from. The beat.
They just different. It's like light skin, dark skin.
Nah, that's kind of where it started. It started on Twitter. Like
yeah,
the same thing.
They be talking hot.
it became a
You know
real
what I mean?
thing, which is funny, but
It's
sad at the same
sad at the
time.
same time because it's like, damn, they really be like 2 or 3 niggas. This. It still is like that.
people really wake up and feel that way. That's weird.
It is weird.
Fuck it.
But back to you guys.
Hi.
So, what's the very next thing we can expect from you?
The very next thing is probably
Another song.
another song.
Another
We're
song.
gonna probably do a challenge, you know.
Visuals.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Questions.
saying.
That's the question. The question's next. We'll see how that
content
goes.
for
When
the
might we
channel.
expect that?
Ooh, I think probably
Within the-
next week.
Yeah,
Next
Be
week?
finished.
yeah. Next week,
Okay.
that shit. And then I'm thinking about actually dropping the Sasha audio and let that just ride out. You know what I'm saying? To build hype for the video. Cause you can do a challenge with that, some dancing shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's what I used to do back on like in high school. I used to just make dance videos and trillers.
For
and
real?
shit. They were dead ass and like with Spanish music, and people just was fuck with it. It was funny. This goofy ass nigga. Dead ass. So yeah, man.
Okay. I think
Shout out South.
so. I think, in my opinion, like for you guys, all right. So hear me out on this.
Gotcha.
What do you if you guys go to New York, if you guys go to Miami, if you guys go to LA, if you guys go to Atlanta, like the major music
Yeah.
hubs of
Yeah.
the US, what would you want to grab from there? Cause I'm testing your intelligence right now because I feel like you guys are smart, so I want to hear your answer on that.
You go first.
What we grab from the police, or what are they doing that we're not? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel that's that's like the question that comes to my head is like, how could they do it and we can't do it? So I'll just try to pay attention to what they're doing and try to replicate it over here. You know what I'm saying? See if that shit works.
I would see how the audience reacts to, like, what do they like? They like noises. They like things with a message, and then somehow try to keep it implemented to myself and probably change up. You know, because we always got to evolve and like improve.
Right, evolve, level up. What you think, yo?
I say the same shit, yo. Honestly, whatever their fans like, how can we do it better? Because if we do it better, then our fans gonna go crazy, you know.
But keep it true to ourselves.
Because I feel like originality plays very. It takes you a long way being original. Because no one likes copycatters. Because that shit fades in, fades out.
We say that though, but there's a lot of copycats out there.
Copycatters.
Yeah, like this. You know what I'm saying? We say that, but they don't last that long.
But I'm saying they don't last. But originality, if you're original, if someone sees you're original, they'll be like, yes, that's what I needed. I like that. You know what I'm saying?
So who do you think benefits more, the person who did it first or the person who did it right?
I mean, that's weird to say that because
whoever did it best. Because the person who did it first,
it's like everyone copies something but makes it better.
They always seem better. They're like this. They copied me. I don't get the credit. Right. So it don't seem like they winning.
Yeah.
And the person who copied them getting
better.
all the money. They like
Red.
So I feel like I don't know. That's a good question.
Basic, like human like characteristics. You know what I'm saying? Like the person that made the cell phone. All right. Somebody made a better cell phone, and someone made a better
nigga said,
one.
all right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
who do you respect more?
Shit.
The original.
No, I respect the person who made it best. Because if you compare if you compare the first cell phone,
you can't compare the first thing.
Nah, because you can go both ways. Because like
you can appreciate both.
You're probably gonna like someone who makes music now rather than the person who made like the first rap song ever.
That is true. Yeah.
But I'm gonna appreciate them for creating the lane. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I respect them more. That's the question.
So you respect the lane, or you respect what they made?
I respect what they created.
Oh.
I like what's now.
But who do you respect more?
I respect the originators. Because without them, what do you have?
Someone else could have came online and made it,
but they didn't.
Oh, you're right.
No, it all comes down to preference.
Right. True.
It's a question I like asking because it sparks that debate.
Yeah.
Like which one do you rock with more?
You know what I'm saying?
That's good. But no, I mean, as far as like the question I asked about what would you grab from those cities, like, to me, those are the right answers because obviously they're doing something that we're not, and someone needs to figure out the
Someone got to figure out the code, man. Like, shit.
There's something missing.
But man. I feel like it's right there. I feel like it's right. We're right. I feel like we're in a direction where if we keep doing what we're doing, it's going to benefit.
35 videos away.
That's like a good quota. Like if you do, I feel like he was like, if you do 35, just like
35,
2 years, it could be good, you know. Because we're in a rush, but we're not in a rush. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? We just slowly.
I think you guys are young. Like you do have time.
We do have time.
With music,
things blow up like years later. Like shit is like weird as fuck.
Like I can name so many artists where their song had been out for a year,
like
year and a
shit.
half.
Look at me.
What?
Look at me. Yup.
That blew up.
Fucking Skirt. Kodak.
Yup.
Kodak. That was out for like a year.
Rob Stone. Too Damn Phone.
Okay.
Yeah, that shit.
Like even Gunna. Like it took Gunna how many mixtapes for
because I'm not gonna lie, Drip Season 1 was not it.
What?
Yeah, but 2 was.
I like Drip Season 2. But 3 was the best. Oh,
3 was the one that really elevated.
Oh my gosh. What? Oh, okay. Pedestrian. Oh my God. Almighty. Yeah, that shit's nice. And then like, yeah, it takes time. Unless you're just in that predicament, unless you're in that situation where you just have someone just raise you up and you just there, like Shaq West. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause Shaq West was already there. He was already
Shaq is like the chosen one.
Like, he was like the chosen. Like, if you're the chosen,
there's so many people behind him.
Yeah, exactly. He had like ass pizza and shit like that.
It goes beyond that. Like he had someone at Nike who was plugging him in. He had Kenji there. He had Sycamore.
Yeah.
Then he had Travis. Like
so, it was already.
He couldn't lose. Like there's no way
he could lose.
Like,
right.
Just off the strength of connections. Like
right, and that plays a big role too, though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So,
but I mean, his sound backed it up. Like,
oh yeah,
they didn't choose him for no reason. So
you know what I'm saying.
But all right, so how long are you guys willing to do this before you just give in and try to do something else? Like, do you have a deadline on that?
Oh, we said 2 years.
2 years?
We said 2 years.
No, I'm saying like 2 years. We probably be on 2 years if we keep working hard.
If we really at at the pace we're doing right now, 2 years, I feel like that's good enough. That's a safe direction. With no plateau.
And there's always like 10,000 more options.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Like this nigga take pictures. We can do skits. We could the questions pop up. I feel like
we're not limited to
7,000 doors. But yeah, probably 2 years for music. You know what I'm saying?
Because I feel like what we do so much stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
It's hard to like really.
Don't give yourself 2 years. Give yourself more than that. Like Dave East popped off at like 27.
27.
Valet's like 35.
All right, maybe.
We're not saying like
Young Dolph is like 32.
Like 2 years. We're not going to really give in. We'll just be like, if 2 years, if we not seeing no result or not even results, it's just if it's like a plateau.
All right, maybe until the wheels fall off. So we don't even give it a time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But we'd like to have a certain time. You know, like people say 2 years. I mean, we're not gonna really stop in 2 years, but we will like shit to be done in 2 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
We like to put like a certain limit on what we can do. You know, it just helps us.
The added pressure.
Yeah, added pressure. Pressure makes diamonds. You know, so that's what we want.
VV.
All right. So diamonds. That makes me think of The Rock. So labels. If you had to pick a label to work with, to sign to get distribution through, do you guys have someone set in mind? Is that something you guys have looked
FCP
into?
the label.
Stone's throw.
Oh, MF Doom.
Like they don't pressure anybody.
Yeah, because the thing with MF Doom is he's independent as fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
And
but he's backed by Stone's Throw, or was.
Yeah, like that's his distribution,
Yeah.
and but he's like fucking Tech 9. Like they sell so much merch and all their shows sell out. Like
it helps them, right?
They got like a cult following, so
Yes.
they're never gonna lose. Like
Deadass.
that shit's hard though. Like that's why
That's
there's
years of
major
work.
labels.
Oh
that,
yeah, and it sets him apart. He got a fucking mask. No one really even sees his face. Like, you know what I mean?
Like I really didn't know how many people fucked with him until like maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. Like I didn't know.
I feel like everyone has like an MF phase.
Yeah, they do.
I never went through that. Like I never listened to.
You never liked
never?
that?
No, because a lot of people I talk to, like I don't know what album it is, but like a lot of
Food. Probably like most people like Food.
Or Operation Doomsday.
Yeah.
I think it's that one that's in their
Operation
top
Doomsday?
5. I'm like I never heard this album, but
Rhymes
everyone
like
rocks
that.
with it. So
Conqueso.
I don't know. That's I guess he's like a hidden.
cool.
gem.
He's like a hip hop underground legend.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, if you ask someone who's MF Doom, they really not gonna really know.
They know the mask.
Yeah, they know the mask.
Mhm.
And he had the Nike collab.
All right.
Yeah. And Clark's.
You know, he definitely got some of the hardest album covers. I'll give
Oh
him
my
that.
gosh, what?
Like that.
Very creative.
All his shits are hard. So creativity, like where does everything stem from for you guys as far as like the inspiration for the videos? Like who came up with the Chad video?
Ike. That nigga Ike different. That nigga is
juice.
elite. Yo, like he's elite. Yo, I got
Shout out Ike.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that shit. You know that shit took dumb fucking long. It was like it was worth
the
it.
best thing that ever happened. Though.
Yeah, it's like that's another
Taking
thing.
forever.
Taking forever.
Nah, yeah.
Cause we built so much. It's so funny. We built so much hype on Chad because it took
2 whole months.
It took 2 months.
For the video?
Yeah, 2 months, and we just. In the meanwhile, we was just like, we just gonna promote
everybody.
it. Chad's on the way. They was like, "What is Chad?" Like, Chad is here. Chad is here. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like the most randomest shit. Like a car accident can be like right there.
Damn, Chad.
You're like, damn, why
Fuck you,
Chad do
Chad.
that? And it's like we put that on all social media. People was like, what the fuck?
Fuck is Chad?
And then another one that got people's attention was some old white woman at
Great video.
what was
Waiting
it?
for the
It
ticket.
was
number.
Griswold.
Griswold.
Yes, sir.
He parked his car in the middle of the basketball court, and she was like, why did you do that? She was just spazzing and shit, and I was so confused, and she was like, I'm gonna be your mother right now if you jump off a bridge, and what the fuck did she say?
He said, if your friend jumped off a bridge or told you to jump off a bridge, would you?
I was like, depending how high it is.
And that just
On
that
God,
triggered
bro.
her. Oh my
said-
god!
she said-
She said, "That's it.
Where's your plate?
Where's your plate? Where's your license?" Like, it was like, what the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck wrong with her? And then we skirted because we didn't want no other.
No
issues.
smoke with Granny. Damn.
Right.
She was mad.
She was mad.
Unflavored chicken.
Nah.
No season.
Nah. This thing is ridiculous.
All right, so I have nothing else for you guys. This has been great. This has been
appreciate you, bro.
People need to take notes.
Take notes. You know what I'm saying?
So, but you guys got the platform. Is there anything else you guys need to say? Anything you need to talk about?
Subscribe to YouTube channel FCP TV.
You know what I'm saying?
Up next,
Sasha's on the way.
Get her going. You know what I mean? So yeah, man.
Francesca Parafati.
Maria.
All right, 4-5 Radio.
Thank you.
Shout out 4-5.
Beautiful interview, beautiful conversation. We're out.
All right, thank y'all.